Hello, everyone. My name is Jose, and I'm the owner of Camp Bow Wow Katy, Camp Bow Wow Cypress, and Camp Bow Wow Kima. And I am here today with a very special guest, no pun intended. But before I begin, I do want to mention to everybody to make sure to subscribe to this channel and to like this channel because we've got all kinds of cool things coming up in the future that we definitely want you to know about. So let's talk about our guest today. Today, we are speaking with Katy Heerssen, who is the Director of Development and Marketing with Special Pals. And I know Special Pals has a very special place in our hearts at Camp Bow Wow, simply because we have had a long-term relationship, which we'll get into in a little bit. But Katy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Special Pals?
Certainly. Thanks so much for having me.
Sure.
Well, again, my name is Katy from Katy, and I have been with Special Pals as a volunteer since 2009, but officially joined the team at the beginning of 2020, right before everything went crazy for everybody. And I have been fortunate enough to continue doing what I was doing as a volunteer, which is the marketing, a little bit of fundraising, event planning, all kinds of things like that. As now part of the team at Special Pals. And we, as an organization, have been around since 1979 in Houston. We were founded in Bel Air, moved out to Katy, the Katy Bear Creek area in the 90s, and that is where you find us today.
Now, I will tell you that the reason you guys have a special place in our hearts, I mean, back in 2015, when we opened up the first camp at Katy, we wanted to partner up with a local shelter. Because we knew that it was important for us to send a message out there that, there's lots of dogs that need a home, that need a place to stay. And we approached you guys, and you guys were just right from the very beginning, very approachable, and immediately wanted that partnership. And it's been very cool. So why don't you tell our audience a little bit about Special Pals and just everything you guys do, as if not just dogs, but all the pets that you take care of.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, like I said, we've been around since 1979. We still have people who, recall fondly that they adopted as kids, their family adopted, and then they have come back now that they have their own families and are adopting and adding to their homes with pets, which is so cool to say that we have that kind of support in the community for that long. And we're still, we've been around for that long, but we're still kind of a small guy, we're a private shelter. We're a no-kill shelter. We think one of the first in the city, but we take in dogs and cats. So not only do we take in, animals straight off the street, we work with a big network of volunteers who know where the animals are at risk and can get them to us. We also do owner surrenders, which for whatever reason, things happen. And if people need to place their animals somewhere, we are a safe option. And then also we have started recently kind of ramping up our partnerships with some municipal shelters who, for whatever reason, need another place for some of their animals to go. And if we have the space and the resources, they come to us. And when they come to us, they're here with us until they find a home. So that is something that's very unique about Special Pals in the community. We take in dogs. We also take in cats. We have a cage-free catio area with indoor-outdoor spaces, which is a really fun place. And we also have great partnerships in the community where our animals are seen and able to be adopted outside of the shelter, including at Camp Bow Wow, Katy, and in Cypress most recently. So that is kind of a quick hit on what we do. On top of the animal adoptions, we also have a low-cost clinic, which we provide.
I wanted to talk about that. That's good.
Yeah, we provide twice a month. We're trying to get it more often for the community because we know that that's something that people need. And then also we have our rescue boarding, which is something we debuted last year. And what that is rescue groups who don't have a brick and mortar space like we do, or some of them do, and they just don't have the room. We are kind of bridging a gap between at risk and in a home for some of these primarily, it's all been dogs so far, but for these dogs who are taken out of an at-risk situation and just need kind of a temporary place to go. And so we're kind of able to be that gap, bridge that gap, like I said, and keep these guys and take care of them, do, exactly what we would do for an adoptable dog. But then the rescue will come once, the foster placement can be found, or once the foster comes back in town, or once their house is ready, whatever it is, then that dog will transition. And sometimes they transition onto transports out of state, which is something that is growing in availability and is really helping Houston as a community save more animals and get them to a place where we know that there's a home waiting for them.
I wanted to take the time to thank you for what you guys do, because I tell you, it's a really special for us in Camp Bow Wow, because we once or twice a month we do take one of the dogs from Special Pals and bring them over to Camp Bow Wow, basically to we get them all cleaned up, get them all nice, and to start socializing that process to make that dog as adoptable as we can possibly get. And we're running, I think we're batting near 1,000 in terms of getting those dogs adopted, which is a really good feeling. But anyway, I wanted to thank you for that opportunity, to giving us that opportunity, that chance to do that, because it warms our heart. It really does. It's a cool thing to see these families very happy with their new baby.
Yes.
So Katy, let me ask you, throughout the years, we have, I recall in particular during Hurricane Harvey was a big one for us here, that the parents that come to Camp Bow Wow are just so giving, and they gave us so many things that I remember we just sent over pallets in your direction of food and things like that. So we're happy to do that, and we want to continue doing that. But how can somebody help you guys out now best? What's the best way for somebody to help out Special Pals?
We're that kind of in-kind support of supplies and food and cat litter, all of these things that are consumable, right? And we're constantly going through them. That is always needed and appreciated. Volunteer power is something that we are really focusing on and trying to get more people into the shelter, more helping hands into the shelter and outside of the shelter too. We've kind of discovered ways, with this past year of people being homebound, that we can still do things and still do things outside of the shelter and still be successful. So there's plenty of volunteer opportunities at the shelter, and otherwise, just sharing our mission. Like I said, we've been around for more than 40 years in Houston, and we still get people going, really? I've never heard of you guys. So sharing our stories and sharing our mission, sharing our adoptable animals, whether it's on social or just in your own social circles. That's always very helpful too. But yeah, I would say definitely volunteer power. Those helping hands really, they take a little bit of the pressure off of the staff who are cleaning 60 plus kennels a day. I mean, you know what that's like. And so it really kind of, it helps us just do better and help more animals, which is the mission at the end of the day, right?
Right. Absolutely. Now, I'll say it for you. You've been very kind. I'm sure you also take donations from a money standpoint, right?
Absolutely. We do. We absolutely do. We are on PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. So, but stopping by the shelter and saying hello and dropping things off that way is also very appreciated.
Well, that is fantastic. Fantastic. Well, we're kind of coming to the end of this, and so again, I want to say thank you for taking the time to meet with me, and certainly to help spread the good word about Special Pals. I want to let everybody know that if they want to visit Special Pals or talk to Katy, the way to get there, it's 3830 Greenhouse Road in Houston, Texas, 77084, or you can call them at 281-579-7387. Again, 281-579-7387. Give them a call. Check out the place. You will not regret it. I tell you, it warms my heart when we go out there and we're able to help out these animals that they're just looking for some love.
Absolutely. And you guys we're so thankful for you for being such a great partner over these past 6+ years of letting these dogs come and kind of, we call them the foster campers at Camp Bow Wow. And yeah, you're right. Every dog that we've ever had at Camp Bow Wow has gotten adopted. So
Yeah.
yes.
Let's keep that streak going.
That's right. I love it.
Fantastic. All right. Well, everyone, again, my name is Jose, owner of Camp Bow Wow Katy, Kima, and Cypress. And like always, reminding you to be the person your dog thinks you are. Bye-bye.